So I was hesitant to come to Australia for many years, and for a multitude of reasons. One is I hate flying over water, and I understood that to get to Australia, you have to fly over a ton of water, okay? A ton of water. And the reason why I don't like flying over water is because when you fly over land, if things go south, pun intended, you hit the ground and you're out of here. It's quick. From what I understand is, depending on how you crash into water, you may still survive for some time. So then you have to deal with the plane being flooded and pretty much drowning, which I think is one of the worst ways to go. So I hate flying over water. So that's one of the reasons why I avoided coming to Australia for a while. Another reason is the length of the flight. In the Northern Hemisphere, no matter where you fly from, is going to be 10 plus hour flight. Some people may disagree, especially a lot of the travelers, but 10 plus hour flights don't bother me anymore. And I think it's a psychological thing. When I'm on a 15-hour flight, I don't even think about it. I pretty much just watch movies, eat, and sleep, and then just do it all over again. Whereas when I'm on a 4-hour flight, which is relatively short, not too long, I'm constantly checking, are we there yet? Are we there yet? So that's why for me, in the beginning, I avoided the 10 plus hour flight to get here to Australia. Also, I thought to myself, man, if I want to go to the park and get a tan here in Australia, I gotta fight kangaroos. Cause I seen the videos, guys, to the Aussies. I seen the videos of you guys fighting kangaroos in the middle of nowhere at parks. And so I didn't want to have to deal with that. And I think you guys all have heard, some say it's a myth, but how everything in Australia wants to kill you. You got the huge spiders that aren't only just large, but they're venomous. You got the snakes that can kill you, the sharks. I already talked about the kangaroos, and probably some other crazy animals I never heard of. But after being in Australia and learning a little bit more, word on the street is those things, well, the real danger is not what you think. And I'm gonna explain that to you in just a second. I'm gonna show you the actual stuff you have to worry about. Guys, this is supposed to be the real danger. What you see right here, the beaches. From what I understand, beaches kill more people in Australia than wildlife, than those humongous spiders and venomous snakes. Main reason is because of the rip currents, if you guys know about that. So you have the waves that come into land, but then when the water goes back into the ocean, it can create a current. And if the current is strong enough, you can get sucked in and driven into the ocean. And so they have something here called a backpacker rip or backpacker express. I think it's somewhere on this side, where back in the day they had a lot of backpackers get pushed into the sea from the rip currents. And so although Bondi Beach, what you're seeing right now, I think has killed the most people, the main reason is because it's the most touristy. There's another beach nearby that we're gonna head to that's said to be actually probably the most dangerous beach here in Sydney. So we're about to go check it out. Attention, dangerous swim area, strong current, hidden rocks, and sudden drop-offs. Yeah, but here goes the beach. This is supposed to be one of the most dangerous beaches here in Sydney. Small, quaint, quiet, less popular than the other one we were at, Bondi. But don't let that fool you. And then you have the flags right there. And 2 flags right there, and then there's I think that's a sign that's like strong current or something like that, danger or something. A warning sign, basically. Now, obviously, if you're a swimmer, especially a lot of the surfers, and you know what you're doing, getting into the water is no problem. But make no mistake, you definitely have to be careful when you visit the beaches here in Sydney. And when it comes to another dangerous thing that you have to be careful about in Sydney, I'm gonna explain it to you in a second, but let me give you a hint. Okay, there's the hints. We'll talk about it in 1 second. So I tried to give you guys a hint. I pointed the camera up at the sky, but I don't know if I got what I was trying to get. However, let me ask you guys a question, and the Aussies already know this, but what is the most common form of cancer here in Australia? Among men and women, it is melanoma. In other words, skin cancer. And the reason why is because the sun hits differently out here in Australia on this side of the world, mainly due to the location. So for example, Australia is near the equator. So you already know hot, strong sun rays. Then in the northern hemisphere, winter is December, January, February, if I'm not mistaken. Here in Australia, we're in the southern hemisphere, so the seasons are opposite. So in December, January, February, it's summer. That's important because in January, it just so happens that that's when the sun is the closest to the earth. So the sun is closest to the earth when Australia is having its summer season. And then right now, probably not the best day, but normally the skies are pretty clear. So you don't have a ton of clouds to help reduce and block some of the UV rays. So you add all that together, that's a recipe for a disaster, especially if you don't have a lot of melanin in your skin. Instead of kangaroos and snakes and spiders, what you have to watch out for here are the rip currents at the beaches and also the sun. Those are some of the real dangers of Sydney, Australia. And so much so that they actually have a store that I'm gonna head to that's dedicated to everything that protects you against the sun. And I'm gonna show you in a second what I'm talking about. That's how real it is. Like Australia and New Zealand have, I think, the highest melanoma, skin cancer rates in the world. And again, the sun hits differently out here, guys. It's real. The place I'm looking for, I believe, is inside of the mall. Okay, guys. Here's how you know it's real. They have a store called Cancer Council. Oh, wow. Yeah, they sell everything that helps protect against the sun. Like different sunscreens, and Australia is supposed to have some of the best in the world. You got to if you live out here. Yeah, different sunscreens, shades, different hats. Yeah, just anything that protects against the sun. Last on the list, I plan to continue to face my fears. So we have the beach right here, but we're gonna head straight into the bushes, into the forest. There may be some snakes there, some spiders, maybe some kangaroos, I don't know. But when you come to Australia, I think you gotta visit at least one national park. You gotta go into the forest at least once. So that's what I plan to do. And I said this in the last video that Sydney, for me, I think Sydney is one of the most beautiful cities I've been to, for sure. I mean, beautiful beaches. I've been taking the buses to different parts, and it's been pretty clean everywhere. I mean, just great. And then there's like a national park on every corner of the city, so you can easily get away from the hustle and bustle. So that's where we're headed to. About to head straight over there, face my fear. So I don't think we're officially at the park yet, But I'm filming this just in case. You know, if you guys don't see this video, that means they got me. The kangaroos got me, guys. So let me just film a little bit for whoever recovers the camera. Oh, look at this. Yeah, they have multiple beaches here in Sydney. So definitely this one is a little bit less touristy. Oh, damn. Strong currents, unexpected large waves, shallow water drop off, and beware of snakes. We're still doing it, guys. We're still doing it. So, I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing, but got the wired fencing on the right. Guys, whew, I saw a snake in the corner. Yeah, I'm done. It's a wrap. I don't know if it's venomous. There's somebody else walking this way. I'm gonna see what they say, but I just saw a snake in there, so that might be a wrap. Hold on, let me ask this person who's walking. Okay, so he's from Australia. He said it's pretty common. You just don't get close to them and they won't bother you. So I told him, I said, buddy, I'm gonna let you go first. But yeah, that snake, oh man, it looked pretty big. So I'm gonna just follow this guy. It was right over here on the left side right here. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's keep going. Keep in mind, we're still in the city. We haven't left. I haven't taken a train to the outskirts. We're still in the city. Okay, so they got a lot of other people walking. Maybe it's not that dangerous here in this national park. This is one of the smaller ones. But still, that snake, oh boy. I'm telling you guys, I was gonna take out my camera, but then I thought maybe it might attack, so maybe I should just get back. Yeah. Ooh. But beautiful. And I hear that's pretty dangerous as well. I think it's called, there's a person right there with an orange vest, red vest, fishing. I think it's called cliff fishing, rock fishing. But I think it's pretty dangerous because the tide, one of the waves that is, might pull you out to sea, or if you slip and fall, again, you can get caught in one of those rip currents I talked about earlier. There you have it, guys. I'm headed back to the room. There's a lot more to see, but I think this whole park, if you walk it, it's around 2 hours. It's a little long for me. But as you guys witnessed, when it comes to the dangers in Australia, the wildlife, the animals, very low percentage that they're gonna kill you compared to some of the other things about Australia, like the sun. If you don't have a lot of melanin in your skin, then that's what you have to worry about the most. Also, if you go to the beaches, especially for the drunk tourists, and shout out to the tourists from England. I hear you guys wild out here, but that's what you have to be careful about. The beaches and the rip currents. They have a ton of signs. Every beach there's a ton of signs talking about the currents and to be careful. And yeah, so I would say I faced my fear. I went to a green forest area in Sydney, Australia, saw a snake, and that's enough for me. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a little something. And man, shout out to Sydney, man. Lovely. Am I going the right way? Also, real quick, let me show you something. When I entered the park, I was curious as to why can't you bring a dog? Why are dogs prohibited? But then it made sense. If you bring your poodle to this park and it goes into the bushes to potty, a snake might see it, and we all know what's going to happen after that. So makes sense. All right, appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you guys at the next one. Deuces.